There's lights out and away we go then. Not long of a break. Full sender holds the lead into turn 1. Everyone behind makes it through just about. Like, have you got any idea of how many points he might need to score? All survived the beginning here, sector 1. All got into their single file positions. Look at Matthew tucked right up behind the diffuser of full sender. He is willing him to go forward, pushing him through some of these corners. As Adri's had a blinder of a start. P6 to P3 for the Aston Martin driver. Didn't even see that. Everyone on the mediums for this sprint. And that's a Haas into the wall. Not sure what happened there. I think he's got away with no damage, luckily, but he was bouncing off that wall down the back straight. DRS now enabled. Unfortunately, we don't have a full pack DRS train, but the top 3 have managed to stay together. Pardon me. With Adri just hovering around that 1 second mark. I think he might have he's just got it actually. I thought he'd just fallen out of it. He's just held on for now. Further back from P4 to P8 we have the good old classic modern F1 DRS train. Should coin that term really. But the leader in the kick thinks about a move down the inside of Yanaman. Thinks against it though. The issue you have with these DRS trains, you just get stuck there. Because the car in front has DRS, so do you. And it kind of neutralises itself, as that is some horrible lock-up smoke. And that is the Haas, who has gone round out of the Wall of Champions. He's done a Kevin Magnussen from 2019 in the same car. Front wing damage. And unless there's any sort of intervention with a safety car here, that may very well be the end of any sort of hope of Tim Belch getting up the order. Back up front then. Top 3 have stayed together as Matty looks to shape up a move on full sender. Can Matty do the full send into the hairpin? Thinks about it. Doesn't do it. Knows he can pull it off a lot more easily down this straight. We're going to go on board with the Aston Martin driver. He stayed in that toe. Breezes past the McLaren into the final corner. Here we're looking to break away now. Try and break that 1 second. As Adri sets a new fastest lap. As the Haas comes into the pit lane, that very well might be for a retirement. Obviously there's 3 DRS zones around this Gilles Villeneuve circuit. They could all be used for passing opportunities or for setting up moves down the back straight. And that is very, very late on the brakes from Adri. Doing the God's work for his teammate, or at least trying to. Can he make it an Aston Martin 1-2? Matty blocking him off. Look at the team effort here. And that's full send around. Full sender and Matty collide. The 2 title rivals have come to blows here in Canada. Full Sender very lucky to escape that without any damage, but he is now down to P7. Well, I'm sure the stewards will be looking at that after this one, but that could be Full Sender's championship charge over on lap 5 of the sprint here. This has, however, meant that Adri is now leading after starting from P6 in this race. What a comeback. And Aston Martin 1-2 as well. You can see just why they're so far clear in the constructors. As they both managed to pull a 5-second gap to Sharky Boy and the Mercedes in P3. As they both hold line astern through the Wall of Champions. Behind this lot comes Sharky Boy and the rest of them. Seems like the most peaceful race ever if you're the Aston Martins. And you get back here as Full Sender goes around the outside of Salty Cracker, or attempts to. Red Bull sensibly backs out of that. Full Sender will be feeling incredibly hard done by here, I think. He done the hard work, he put it on pole, and he's just been tapped round in the final chicane. And now he's stuck in this DRS train, which is notoriously difficult to get out of. Is the kick Sauber of Lolito, sends one down the inside of Sharky, who gets hung out to dry, drops down to P5. Luckily, Lolito picked up the DRS, so he'll get a double dose down towards turn 1. He taps the wall on the exit there. Luckily, we haven't got real life damage. As that is into the back from the Williams there, too late on the brakes. It wasn't a bit oversteery there. Lolito may be feeling the pressure of now relieving this train. But once again, as we look back, Full Sender just stuck there, not able to make any progress. I think this may be the end of Full Sender's championship chances. Distant, I must have said, very distant, as he does send one down the inside of Sharky. But he really needed to be outscoring Matty at every single race. And he's not going to be doing that by the looks of it. As the leader of this train seems to be swapping every single lap. As, oh dear, it's gone from bad to worse for Full Sender, who appears to have had a slide out of that final chicane. And is now back down in P7 at the back of this train once again, with only 4 laps to go. The Red Bull cuts across the grass there. Doing a Sebastian Vettel from 2019, that is not the correct line, sir. Decides to let Full Sender through though. Doesn't think that that's his battle for today. And fair play to him. Once again, there was as much of this season has been the two Aston Martins flying in formation, swapping round lap after lap. Almost make it look too easy at times. These two appear to have broken away from Full Sender and co. Don't know what's happened there for full sender to have lost 2 seconds, but he'll certainly be in hot pursuit. One thing I will point out, no driver has picked up a track limits penalty here yet. And considering we're at Canada, that is an incredible achievement. As nearly every single corner, you're right up against those white lines. So fair play to them. Sharky thinking about the move into the final chicane. Can he pull it off cleanly? Yes, he can. Does not repeat the full sender incident. He will side back past the Mercedes into turn 1, who very nearly thinks about that re-move down the inside, but that, I fear, would have resulted in a collision. I think Sharky's at a moment. Sharky's at a moment out of turn 3 and 4. Does he have damage on that Mercedes car? I think he might. Yes. Front right end plate missing. The shame, because obviously Sharky started in P3. As that is the Williams. The Williams of Janisman going round. Which promotes full sender back up to P4. So ironically, this is turning into a great recovery drive from the McLaren driver. But this is not where he would have wanted to be. The good news is though, for Lelito, who started at the back, if I remember correctly, is now up to P3. Survived the chaos, survived the spins, survived the collisions. And with only 1.5 laps to go here at the Canadian Grand Prix, it looks like he's just going to have enough of an advantage over full sender to not have to worry about DRS on this last lap. Once again, round 17 of this Williams versus Mercedes battle. DRS training down towards the final corner. I don't think Janisman's going to have to put up much of a defence here. Not that he could anyway, because that DRS is so powerful, and you get a double dose of it. As we start the final lap here in the sprint at Canada, the two Aston Martins have dominated after an incident with full sender, which may require a steward's investigation. But it looks like Matty is going to win this one from Adri. The Lito will finish P3. As long as he can hold off full sender, who has got within DRS on this last lap, burning all the battery in an attempt to salvage a podium. He drifts through that hairpin, but I don't think he's going to have enough battery to have a realistic chance of overtaking the kick here. Matty comes across the line then, wins this sprint from Adri, 1.5 seconds of the final gap. Lelito comes across the line P3, full sender P4. Big Salty Cracker will come across the line P5. Sharky will be disappointed with P6, followed by Janisman